What if you could transform your facial structure? Lift your cheekbones, define your jaw, and even improve your posture. What if I told you that it's actually possible to transform your facial structure safely, naturally, and without surgery, using only your hands? It's called face pulling. And while it might sound a little bit odd at first, it's actually based on some fascinating anatomy and osteopathic principles. Today, I'm going to explain what it is, how it works, and why one specific method, the interoral face pulling, is changing the game. Hey, I am Juliet, and I will explain everything. So, what is face pulling exactly? Let's start by the beginning. Face pulling refers to a group of techniques that apply physical pressure to the bones and sutures of your skull. The idea is to influence how your facial structure sits, and over time, how it looks. Now, most people don't realize this, but your skull is not a single solid bone. It's actually made up of multiple bones that are connected by what we call cranial sutures. These sutures are like seams, and yes, they allow for subtle movement and change. So, by applying controlled force to certain areas like your palate, cheekbones, or even your forehead, you can gently reshape the structure of your face. It's kind of like orthodontics, but for your whole skull. There are three main types of face pulling techniques that are commonly talked about: towel pulling, thumb pulling, and interoral face pulling. First, towel pulling. This method involves biting down on a towel, usually rolled, and then pulling your head forward and upward to create pressure. It is based on the idea that this traction can stimulate forward movement of the maxilla, the bone that shapes the middle part of your face and supports the eye sockets. Some people do report changes with time, but this method can be quite aggressive and unfriendly to your cranial sutures, as it applies strong force in a non-specific way. It doesn't follow an osteopathic principle and may be too harsh, particularly for individuals with certain structural or health conditions. Second, thumb pulling. This one gained popularity a few years ago, initially using just one direction of pressure. It involves placing the thumbs inside the mouth and pushing outward on the upper palate or sides of the face. Today, more multi-vector versions exist, meaning people try to create pressure from different angles to improve symmetry or expansion. But again, this technique can be too forceful, especially if done by someone without knowledge of the underlying sutures or muscle tension pattern. It may cause imbalance if not done precisely and slowly. Third, interoral face pulling. This is the most advanced type. Instead of brute force, this method is based on osteopathic principles. Listening to the bones, applying soft but targeted pressure, and allowing movement to happen with the structure rather than against it. It's a complete system, not a single technique. And it also includes works on the palate, zygomatic bones, frontal sutures, nasal alignment, and more. It doesn't just pull the face, it helps you realign, open, and reshape your cranial architecture from the inside out. While the first two can be effective, they're often harsh on your facial sutures and don't offer much precision. That's why I want to focus on the third one, because it's based on self-strain, body awareness, and real anatomical logic. Interoral face pulling is a system of over 40 techniques that are performed inside the mouth, applying gentle osteopathic pressure to key sutures in the facial skull. Think of it as a mix between manual therapy, craniodontics, and osteopathy, but all done using your own hands or guided touch. These techniques target specific areas like the maxillary zygomatic suture, which helps lift the cheeks and open the middle face, the frontonasal suture, which affects your vertical facial alignment, the phenozygomatic suture, connected to the temporal bones and overall facial projection. I'd also like to mention a unique technique specifically designed to address palette asymmetry. It's a powerful approach. Just to illustrate the impact, take a look at this case comparison. The difference between the images is 4 months, but the person applied this asymmetry focus technique for only 1 month. And yes, there are techniques to expand the palette, align both jaws, and balance facial asymmetries. This is what we call self-osteopathy. It's controlled, gentle, and done with a deep understanding of facial structure. So, what can these techniques actually do? Let's talk about the results. When practiced consistently and correctly, interoral face pulling can help lift cheekbones, define and move forward the maxilla, your beauty bone, expand the palette and improve symmetry, improve head and neck posture, open the vertical axis of the face, creating what's sometimes called hunter eyes, relax facial tension and chewing muscles, including the lateral pterygoid muscle, which can affect facial asymmetry. So this technique doesn't just make you look better, it can actually improve the balance, posture, and function of your entire cranial system. Now you might be wondering, does this really work? Let me give you just a few real examples. We had Taisia, a 21-year-old girl, saw dramatic improvements in her mid-face and neck posture over 6 months. Even Jero, a 19-year-old from Argentina, saw this entire head posture shift forward and more upright after working with these techniques. These are just 2 examples, but we have documented transformations from all over the world with different types of asymmetries, conditions, and ages. I'll show you a few more cases quickly here. And in the next videos, we'll go deeper into the changes, explain what's happening, and explore real stories. Now, here's the important part. These techniques are not publicly available online. There is part of a copyrighted system legally protected and only taught through the official course at Mewing.org. The course includes over 40 step-by-step video lessons, bonus content for advanced asymmetries, and support and consultation from the creators, because everyone's facial structure is unique. This program is the result of a collaboration between 2 authors, Anna, who created the basic part of the course, and Lilia, the author of the advanced section and the complete system. If you are curious and want to go deeper, everything is available through the link in the description or in the link of the bio in the Instagram profile, mewing.world. Your face is more adaptable than you think. With consistency, awareness, and gentle guidance, you can change not just how you look, but how you feel in your face. We'll be uploading tons of educational videos around these techniques and related topics. So if this has sparkled your curiosity, don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps us keep creating this series and ensures you won't miss what's coming next. Also, there is plenty of information and transformations in our Instagram accounts mewing.world. Just follow us there. Thanks for watching and feel free to reach out in the comments if you have any questions or want to know more.